Hello everyone, welcome to Roshi's Kitchen Tales. Now the reason why I really love cream cheese frosting because apart from being sweet, it has just the right amount of tang, it's super creamy and it goes well with just about one of all your favorite cakes like red velvet or just about any cupcake. Here I'm already giving you a hint, so stay tuned. Now let's get started. In a large bowl, I've taken 40 grams of unsalted butter which is softened at room temperature. Now ideally, you can beat butter and cream cheese together, but since I have to use the simple buttercream for some other recipe, I'm going to be following the standard method. Beat the butter with your hand blender using whisk attachment until it's light, fluffy and most importantly pale in color. Now since the quantity was very less, it hardly took me just about a minute or so. To know if the butter is fluffy enough, take a small quantity on your spatula and turn it upside down. It shouldn't fall off your spatula. You can easily notice the difference in color of your butter. Once the butter is fluffy, we will start adding 1 cup of icing sugar gradually in small portions. So you must have noticed I did not add all at once. I just added about 2 tablespoons of icing sugar into my butter. Now we'll start whisking it again to incorporate air into it and make it more fluffier and light. Please don't forget to scrape the bottom at regular intervals. Just a request here, please sift the icing sugar before adding it into your butter. If you put the icing sugar straight from the packet, this is what happens. Please notice the sugar lumps and then you will have to break it. Please add in 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla extract. A good quality of vanilla extract will be recommended here and then start whisking it again. Whisk it by starting on a low speed and then gradually moving on to the high speed. This should take approximately 2 minutes or so. After 2 minutes, you will notice how light and fluffy it is, almost like a cloud. Take some portion onto the spatula and turn it upside down. Please notice how it's holding onto its shape and not falling or dripping off the spatula. And here, your simple, basic vanilla buttercream frosting is ready. Now honestly, a good cream cheese frosting is made using block cream cheese and not the spreadable ones. Since I couldn't manage to find one, I am just going ahead and using the spreadable cream cheese. But if you can, please use block cream cheese. And finally comes the highlight of the show. We'll use 75 grams of cream cheese that is softened at room temperature and add that into the prepared vanilla buttercream frosting. Again, a good buttercream frosting needs to be light and fluffy. So, start whisking it again. Now instantly you will notice how creamy this frosting looks. And in case if you're someone like me who's using spreadable cream cheese, then the only challenge you will face here is that your frosting will not reach to stiff peaks. See, it has reached until soft peaks. Now I'll refrigerate it for just about 10 minutes and then you can pipe this frosting onto your cooled cake or cupcakes. Now ideally your cream cheese frosting is ready. But for me, next step is very important since it balances the sweetness of buttercream. In chilled bowl, I have taken 1/4 cup of whipping cream and I'll start whipping it until it reaches stiff peaks. And we have just reached soft peaks. And finally, we have whipped our unsweetened whipping cream until stiff peaks. I'm just running the blender so that all the excess whipping cream gets off it. Now let's see if the whipping cream has passed the test. Turn the bowl upside down and it shouldn't fall. Fold this into your cream cheese frosting to balance the sweetness and enhance the flavor. I hope you really liked my recipe. I've tried my best to share as many tips as possible to make a foolproof cream cheese frosting. I hope you liked my recipe, and if you did, please stay tuned to my channel where I've used this frosting on my next video, which is going to be a lemon and blueberry cupcake.